Right. Imagine a world in which you can climb a mountain, finish that essay you've been thinking about, and watch your favorite sports team all at the same time. And now live in that world. Or maybe not that one, that kind of seems exhausting. Oh, I guess I should take this off. Today I'm here to persuade this COMM 110 class of students to invest in what can only be described as the best thing since sliced bread. Virtual reality, as you saw. You should listen to my speech because virtual reality is the next big leap in our understanding of science and the world and just the way things are going. I'll go over three main reasons you should invest in VR. You can get high quality experiences that you can't anywhere else. It can increase your digital productivity, and it'll put you on the forefront of technology. With that being said, I'm going to tell you more about exactly why you should invest now. The first reason is that it makes more sense now than it ever has. With the three biggest contributors being HTC, Oculus, and Steam VR, you might have heard of them before. The market's just been growing exponentially. H. Tankowska wrote in early September that the VR market is forecast to reach $18.8 billion in 2020, which would be an increase of 78% over 2019. That's a crazy increase. As more people buy, the more people can buy, the more money you put into it, the better it gets. COVID has had people cooped up in their homes and they've been looking for escapes. So, as Andrew Osterlund wrote in May, as people have been cooped up in their homes, VR is getting more and more enticing, with other applications being tourism and museum tours and things of that nature. You can go places and do things you've never done before, as well as play games like you saw me earlier, and just in such an immersive environment. Overall, 2020 has been a poor year for a lot of things, but as people are growing increasingly interested in VR, it's only going to get better and more common. Your second reason to buy is that it can increase your digital productivity. Working with groups has been very difficult in 2020, especially in the past couple months. And one such example of productivity increase is with Oculus Quest app vSpatial, which allows users to meet in virtual rooms and virtual environments and share presentations, their screens, research with coworkers they can see in VR, and allows them to surround themselves with unlimited monitors and resources, according to Augenex's article, Virtual Reality Workplace Productivity App, vSpatial. This allows people to meet in a virtual room from different corners of the globe, and they can meet together and still do research together. It also has different uses in medical technology. In VR letting radiologists navigate catheters through patients' blood vessels, Jack Carfengo writes that surgeons and other medical professionals can now explore a patient's 3D scans in VR to plan out surgeries. It's less consumer-based, but equally useful and increases the safety of surgeries as doctors can go in and see something they might have missed looking at a screen. But there's applications for this in almost every field, like chemistry, where you can drag and look at different molecules in 3 dimensions. Virtuality can be used to surround yourself with people or screens or things, and even let people map out situations they'd never be able to see in real life. My final reason you should buy VR is that media consumption is already heading that direction. With COVID, and if you're a sports fan, you'll know this, COVID has disallowed a lot of people from going into stadiums or arenas to watch games. While VR could allow them to spatially experience those games in person almost the same as they would have normally. Ryan Mayer writes about this in his article, Can Virtual Reality Help Sports Fans Experience Game Day in a Post-COVID-19 World? Mayer mentions that VR has already been implemented in a lighter capacity, but imagine if it were rolled out in full. You'd be able to put on your headset and experience that football game in person like you used to, from your comfort of your own home. With respect to COVID yet again, though, Steam VR sales have gone up. According to Upload VR in April, the percentage of Steam VR users went from 1.29% to 1.91%. And although that doesn't sound like a lot, Steam has nearly 100 million users. And that makes nearly 2 million people who have bought into VR. All content is already going that way, and VR is a growing market, and with the strike of COVID, it's only been catapulted further and further forward. I've discussed the three main reasons you should buy into virtual reality, because it makes more financial sense now than it ever has. It can increase your productivity, and the future of media is already heading in that direction. According to iBridgerolla.com, virtual reality is no longer science fiction. It's integrated into our present, and in the coming years, it will lead to advances that will shape the future. You need to start living in the future today. Go buy yourself a VR headset as an early Christmas gift and start living in your reality.